Welcome back, friends, to Build a Lot Acres. In today's video, we have a topic that's going to come with a heavy heart and open arms.
We are stopping making garden tractor videos for the year.
For the time being, I'm not going to say in the future we won't go back to making Tractor Talk series, but the intent when we started this, I believe it was back in like late May of 2024. So we're talking
4 months ago.
We're in like about 4 months now, and the intention was kind of to do through the summer, do the garden tractor videos, and then stop it come fall, which here we are. Today is September 21st. Second? Yeah. September 22nd, so we're almost in October, and I think it's time that we change topics. So let's get into why in today's video. So there's a number of reasons we're going to be switching from garden tractor videos to firewood mainly videos, and the first reason, as I said, is the season. It's the time of year. One of the biggest types of videos I have on my channel is firewood videos. If you haven't seen some of those, or if you're newer to the channel, you've only seen the recent garden tractor videos, you may not realize, but we do have a lot of videos on firewood, and it's one of the big things that the channel discusses. And another big reason is going to be we get bored talking about the same things every week.
We do. It's fun with us, having new topics and new things to discuss, but after 4 months of us doing, the same kind of videos every week, it does get a little tiring after a bit of time. I do have to be honest.
And I would say probably the last reason, honestly, if I'm going to be completely honest, is just the time commitment. Even though those Tractor Talk videos seem like just two guys talking about tractors, there's a ton of involved research, behind the scenes work that goes into each video. So it takes a lot longer to come up with one of those videos than you might think. So one video that you watch that's, say 12 minutes long might represent 6 or 8 hours of behind the scenes work.
Well, yeah, because that one, say 12, 15-minute video is going to be, us doing an hour or two of research on the topic. Us taking, say, an hour to actually film it, because I have to do retakes, I have to do intro, we have to do outro. There's more to it than just filming, and then that's you editing the video and you publishing the video and all that, and that's another probably, I'd say, 2 or 3 hours. So it's probably 6 to 8 hours for each video.
Yeah, so like I said, I'm not saying we're not going to do more. We are eventually, but for now, we're going to try to transition into firewood videos. So with that said, why did we do the Tractor Talk videos, and what do we think they kind of brought to the table? Why do people like them? Because a lot of them did do really well. One of those Tractor Talk videos we did in these last 4 months is actually my number 2 video at the moment. It has about 117,000 views. And I think the reason people like those is because there's not a lot of people on YouTube talking about vintage garden tractors. No. There's quite a few people that make vintage garden tractor videos, but usually they'll be using the tractor, say to plow snow, maybe mow the lawn, cultivate the garden. But there's not a lot of people doing actual, kind of historical, information-filled, history-type videos on old vintage garden tractors.
And plus, even out of those people, they're normally focusing on one brand. Say it's Case Ingersoll, Simplicity, John Deere, Cub Cadet, Boland's, Wheelhorse, Gravely, the list goes on. They're normally focusing on one, maybe 2 of those brands. Whereas we span a lot broader demographic of those different brands. We talk about everything. And so I feel like for us, it's a lot easier to pull in viewers, because one video might be on Case Ingersoll. If you're into Case Ingersolls, you watch that. But say someone else is into Cub Cadets but not Case Ingersolls. Well, the next video you do is on Cub Cadets, so they'll watch that one, but they won't have watched the last one. So I feel like it's a lot easier for us to pull in new viewers than it is for a lot of these other channels, which I feel like is another big reason behind why some of our videos do so well with the garden tractor videos.
And speaking of new viewers, I think that's another great point is those, kind of information-filled, history-type garden tractor videos. I think it really is going to have 2 types of audiences. It's going to have older people that it kind of makes them reminisce, think back to when they were younger, maybe when they were a kid. Maybe it was their father's tractor or their grandfather's tractor, and they makes them remember these old-time garden tractor lines from the past. And the other group of people that it's going to show is the younger people, like Brett's age, that have never seen these garden tractor brands. They don't know they ever existed. They're used to the store-bought junk mowers of today, and they don't realize that once upon a time they made some really, really cool, rugged, heavy-duty garden tractors of multiple brands. So I think it's great to help share this with the younger viewers and help the older viewers reminisce of when they were younger.
Yeah, of course.
So let us know in the comments if you enjoyed the Tractor Talk series. What was some of your favorite ones that we did? Maybe your favorite brand or your favorite model.
And again, like we said, it's not like we're stopping garden tractor videos indefinitely. It's not like we're stopping them forever. We will pick them up again next year. Can you agree on that?
100%. God willing, we will pick them up again. You know, health. As long as I'm healthy and I'm able to, we will be doing it.
Yeah, it's just that for this time of year, firewood views tend to get a lot more views. You know, garden tractor videos aren't as popular.
Yeah, it's interesting. I know some of the people watching may have their own YouTube channel. Some of them may be familiar with how social media works behind the scenes, but a lot of you are not familiar. So I have, you know, statistics that I can look at for my videos. And I noticed over the last, you know, maybe 2 to 3 weeks, the firewood videos from the past, they might be a year or two old, but they're doing better and better and better, and the tractor videos are kind of dying off a little bit, and that's to be expected. As you go through the seasons, people are interested in different topics, and burning wood is one of the biggest, most popular topics for this time of year, and I really want to be able to help as many people as possible, which is why we've done all the other firewood videos in the past. We have some real unique videos that you may have not seen, such as pine cones being the ultimate fire starter. If you haven't seen that video, please click up here. But we're going to have some real other cool videos. I already have some ideas planned out, and Brett doesn't even know about all the ideas, but I think he's going to like them.
Sure, I will.
And we've been burning firewood a long time. We're very familiar with it. We have a lot of insight, a lot of knowledge to share. So with all that said, Brett, what was your favorite of the Garden Tractor Talk videos that we did in the last 4 months?
I think mine would be why no one buys garden tractors anymore. That was an idea that I had came up with, that I had done some of the research for, you know, that I had done a lot more with helping, you know, to set up for that one than I have with some of the others that we've done.
You know what's funny? When we did that video, which like I said earlier, that's our number 2 video at the moment, 117,000 views. Number 1 is about burning pine, which I believe is around 192,000 views. But when we started that, why no one buys vintage garden tractors anymore, I really didn't want to do the video. We had already done the topic at least once or twice in the past, and I was like, oh, we've already done this. This video is not going to do very well. People aren't going to want to see this. And then lo and behold, it blows up and becomes my number 2 video. So that video was a lot of fun to make. And if I'm going to be honest, a lot of the videos that are on specific garden tractor brands or lines, we don't know the information off the top of our heads. We have to research it. And sometimes we'll have a script to go by. But the ones that we do off the cuff that we just kind of talk and don't have any script to go by are usually the ones that tend to do the best. And the ones that I think, honestly, we probably have the most fun with.
Of course. Well, because when you go off the script, it's fun, you know, but it's scripted. When it's unscripted, it's a lot more natural, a lot more free-flowing. You know, you allow your ideas to flow a lot better than you would if you're reading it off of script. Which I think that helps a lot, too.
So I would say my favorite of the garden tractor videos that we recently did would probably be the budget garden tractor video with the Sears.
That was another really fun one.
Because like I said earlier, we're older people reminiscing. For me, personally, I'm not saying I'm old, but when I reminisce to a kid, one of the very first garden tractors that hooked me was an old vintage Sears ST12. So Sears has always had kind of a special place in my heart as far as garden tractors go. And it's one of the brands I think of, probably the first brand I think of when I think of vintage garden tractors. So anytime I do a Sears video, I really have a fun time and I enjoy it. And it brings me back to when I was a little kid all those years ago.
Yeah, I like that one. And I also like the one that we did with all the different garden tractors that you own. That was a very fun one, too.
Yeah. We did some cool videos, like I see. If you want to check them out, I'm going to list the playlist below. I'm going to link it in the description of the video, and you can check that out. And at your leisure, watch some of the videos and let us know what you think.
And so another thing I'd like to mention is that, you know, as you guys have probably noticed, our last few garden tractor videos have done relatively well. You know, they've gotten over 1,000 views each. You know, which for us is pretty good views. You know, and so we want to end on a high note. You know, we don't want to drag garden tractors out another 2-3 weeks, you know, and start getting, you know, 150, 200 views a video,
Mm.
you know, we would rather finish on 1,000+ view Grand Slams,
Mm.
you know, instead of subpar view videos.
Yeah, because ultimately these are a lot of work. We do like to see them, you know, get a lot of views and help out a lot of people in the community. And really, I would say 1,000 views is what I try to hit with any video. Some don't get it, some get way more. But that's kind of the minimum that I like to see all my videos hit.
Well, yeah, and so if your last 3 hit it, you know, why are you going to keep pushing it out when you know that it's going to be, you know, less and less and less popular as the weeks go on? I understand that.
Yeah, I mean, I think if I remember correctly from the statistics, looking at my YouTube studio, I believe there's 18 or so Tractor Talk videos in this 4-month period that we did. And I believe about 12 of those were over 1,000. So roughly 2/3, actually exactly 2/3 of the videos got over 1,000 views. And like I said, some of them did really well. So that's really good to see. And it's good to see that so many people are interested in the vintage guide tractors of yesteryear.
Well, yeah, it is. And, you know, because you have so many people that just don't know about them, or, you know, like they're my age, they just think, you know, they're simple little tractors, you know, like perfect example, my friend Isaac. I used to have my tractor, my Case 220 at my house in Connecticut. My friend Isaac had come over one time. I said, you want to go check out my tractor? You know, he was thinking I meant like big 4 to 8N, you know, like a tractor. You know, I ever show him the 220. He goes, oh, that's a little lawnmower, that's nothing. Or are you sure? You know, and some of them ended up doing wheelies and then ended up breaking the front axle off. I'm sure my father remembers.
All kidding aside, though, when Isaac first saw the beefy steel construction, the heavy axle, the rugged True Power tires, his eyes must have kind of popped out of his head a little bit.
They did it. At first, he just thought it was a little lawnmower, you know, nothing special. And then he got a little closer and he realized that it had the frame of a pickup truck. And that everything was steel. There wasn't plastic on it. It was steel or glass. You know, and everything was so beefy, so rugged, you know, the True Power tires with the D8 wheel weights. He was like a little schoolgirl. It was amazing.
Well, that's going to about do it for today's video. We hope you enjoyed it. And I'm sorry if it brings some sadness to some people's lives. But like we said, we will be back with more guide tractor videos. But for now, we need to focus on something new. See you next time.